Right, let's get this show on the road, shall we? And away we go. I think that pretty much covers it all. Live on YouTube, live on Rumble, live on ShareVision, Twitch, and Twitter, and we just need to go live on the old tickety-tockety now. Live. And away we go. And the show is on the road. Oh, on Facebook. We're live on Facebook too. Well, that's everywhere. We've not taken any trades yet, so looked at a couple of things, popped up, nothing sustained. So we've not had that continuation. A couple of things have dropped with news, and they've had the initial pop-up, but when it's come to continuation, you look for that first pullback for the confirmation that you got that bullish action, and we've just not had any continuation yet. Dragonfly's had a couple of bounces, but it's choppy sideways. We've got Soulfall was the last one that really popped up. Didn't sustain either. Went up to just kind of rejected at $2. Now back at 136. Again, all with news. Applied UV underneath the VWAP pulling back. Microvision underneath the VWAP pulling back. Layered U holdings. Nice pullback, but nice move up. Broke $5. Immediate rejection. Lost $1.20 in a flush. So it's a choppy day, guys. Unreliable moves. Just wait for the confirmation. Don't be greedy. Don't get FOMO. Don't FOMO into a trade. Just be patient. Good morning, Alberto. John, how are you? Hey, Mike. Good to see you this morning. So today, patience is the name of the game. Or it's going to be. So let's have a look at the overall market. It's pulling back again a little bit. So overall market. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I said yesterday it was due a bit of a consolidation. You know what? I actually think that today it may pull back and then rally later in the day. We've got retail sales numbers just dropped as well, which is why we're getting this little bit of volatility here. So retail sales data just dropped at the bottom of the hour. Tell you what all that data is. Core retail sales is pretty much on point with month over month. USA retail sales month over month for May was 0.3 versus the minus 0.1 estimate. 0.4 before. Core retail sales month over month 1 versus the 0.1 versus the 0.1 estimate. We've got the more data details coming out in about half an hour. With manufacturing and the likes. Jobless claims have just dropped as well, so jobless claims a little bit higher than estimated, which is not what the market wants to see. So yeah, that data causing a little bit of fluctuation here, but not really a lot to talk about. So we're bouncing at 435. Don't be surprised if it does go green today at some stage. I'm not too worried about this pullback. Morning, OAL. Thomas. Morning, Mark. VQS. Yeah, but it's all well and good when it's a 44-cent stock. You know, I won't trade these penny stocks. They're just. I mean, it's gone from like 25 cents to 50, so it doubled its price. but it's 25 cents. I don't trade these penny stocks. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying you can't make money trading penny stocks. You're more likely to get faked out and lose money. But that's just my opinion. But you do you, boo boo. I won't be touching it. $2 is my cutoff. And MSRN was a big sell-off this morning. So this is yeah. So big sell-off this morning. Masana Therapeutics, MRSN. Went from $9.50 last night. This morning, just absolutely vomited. It's currently $3, so it's down 62%. Hey, Willy Wonka. Yeah, look, Mark, that's fine. So I have criteria for trades that I'm looking to take, and one of them is price. If it doesn't meet a certain price, so the number of reasons for that is these penny stocks are they're hyper influence or like more susceptible to influential moves and pump and dump type mentality. Now we know that the hot topic at the moment is AI. Anything releases an AI news soundbite, it's going to hit the market price. So that's fine. Keep an eye on the news. I don't trade the news. I trade the price action, and that's one of the reasons I'm profitable. Because if you try and trade the news, what you're essentially trying to do is anticipate the market's reaction to the news. No, you wait for the market to react and then you respond. Otherwise, you can get it drastically wrong. Well, sometimes those are the most profitable trades. I'm gonna check Mara. Mara was up this morning, but I don't know if it's. I don't think it's sustained. No, it's down this morning. Sorry, I saw it hitting the momentum scanners as it popped up, but. It's down this morning, down quite hard actually. Let me just close the door. I've got a nasty breeze blowing through. Marathon Digital, as you can see, Marathon Digital, it's down 5% on the day, which is quite a big move. It's a $10 stock, well, $9 stock, down 5% on the day. It's not a great range, talking like a cent and a half. It's not got great volume either at the moment. So right now, it is easy to borrow. If you wanted to short it, that's fine. It's not on the short sale restriction, although it probably will be when the bell opens because it's dropped so significantly overnight. So yeah, I mean, fill your boots. Not really setting up for me. It's not volatile enough for me to trade it at this moment in time. So I'll wait for that one move that's going to make me some money. Morning, Robert. Yeah, Legiu was. I got lucky with Legiu, but in a different way there, Vols. So I saw Legiu moving up, and I was looking for a trade on the smaller coins. It's approaching $5. I was like, okay, over $5. I've got leverage, so I'll wait for the break and test of $5, the confirmed test of $5. I was about to get in at 5.10. It went up to 5.14 before this huge flush here, and I didn't get in. Something stopped me from getting in at 5.10, and I was right not to get in, because look at that huge sell-off from it hit 5.14 high of day, and then huge sell-off. So sometimes trust your gut. That to me is as good as getting on a stock that goes parabolic, missing out on a stock that's flushing. And so you don't take a trade that you were about to, and it flushes. That's almost as good as it's like saving a penalty is almost as good as scoring it. You know. Well, the volume came in. That's the whole point. Is that on this particular move up here, the volume was coming in. So I was thinking for the break of $5, we are increasing volume. Then we got the red candle, and it started to look a bit weak. So that's why I was like, nah, I'm not sure about this. It did break highs on that candle, and I stopped myself from getting in. So I think this one got up to 5.10. Yeah, 5.11. It pulled back a little bit and then moved up, got 5.14. That would have been, normally I would have got in at 5.10 as it broke new highs, maybe 5.12, and he just pulled back after that. Yeah, today it's choppy. Yesterday there was some good action pre-market, then after the bell it kind of dried up. I mean, I had a good day yesterday in total. Finished 8,000 on the main account, and over goal on both accounts actually. Well, you saw where I finished on the main account. It's like 8,000, and I finished just over $200, 207 I think it was on the small account. So we're growing. We're growing. Best thing to do by it is sit on your hands and wait for the right wait for the right move, wait for the right stock. Yesterday, Next was a stock. One of you guys just traded that one stock, and I think I only traded that was the only stock I traded on the small account. I traded two stocks yesterday, one on the main account, one on the small account, and both of them got me over goal. So it was Due or whatever it was yesterday. Right, Masana Therapeutics. Why is it nosediving today? Well, that's a good question. So Masana Therapeutics, the FDA issued a partial clinical hold, pausing new patient enrollment in their Up Next and Upgrade A, which is the company's ongoing clinical trials of UpRI, which is to do with ovarian cancer. So they're doing an ovarian cancer treatment, and the FDA has issued a partial hold on their patient enrollment with it. So that's why that's flushing today. That's why it's nosediving today. Some moves on low volume stocks like CXApp. Dragonfly's made a couple of good moves up. A couple of pops on Dragonfly today, but nothing sustained. So the initial pop, then a bit choppy sideways as it pulls back. You've got this wedge, then a breakout, and same thing. Just very choppy on Dragonfly today. Alright, it's right at the bottom of there, so let's see if this breaks out now. Not saying it will. Yeah, so far with 150, so this popped up to over 190. This is Sonic Foundry. This popped up to over what kind of 192 today. I called it out on this one. It's got there's a newsworthy catalyst, but then it just sold off hard as well. So we're getting that a lot today. Is we get the initial pop up, but then we don't get the continuation after the first pullback. And that's really what you want to be looking for. It's great if you can chase the momentum and get that pop up and get a little bit of profit. But that first pullback is always the litmus test, and we're just not getting that at the moment. Now, this might go on and break highs and break $2. I'm not interested in trading it until it does. But yeah, let's see. Well, let's have a look at let's have a quick look at it again, shall we? So we're getting a bit of movement here. It's a big drop. It is a big drop, so with potential bounce. If this gets over $5, I'll certainly be interested in taking a look at it. Is it going to continue to the upside? You've got, it's at the key level, so we had resistance here at 450. It's a key level, it's the $half level. We find resistance again here at 450. I'll draw a nice little horizontal there for those of you that are wondering what I'm talking about. You can see here, kind of, actually, 435. 430. Yeah, so we'll get a little bit of resistance here and kind of 430, 440 level, and it's failing to get over that at the moment. So over 450, this might work out. Is there leverage on this? I'm not sure if there's leverage on this. Yes, there is. It's above the VWAP right now. In fact, it's above the 9 EMA, so it's showing bullish tendencies. The question is, will it sustain? We've not been getting that, you know, sustention. We've not been getting that follow through. What we're looking for. Oh. I'm feeling a lot better than I was, but occasionally the cough keeps coming back. None of these that I've had on my initial watch are looking anything like. In fact, to be fair, there was nothing on my original watch. I've just put the top 4 movers. There was on the scanners. There was four movers, which was Microvision, Applied UV, Dragonfly, and Leiju. And those were the only 4 movers. Everything else that was on the scanners was ETFs. So it's one of those days. Be patient. Hey, Eunice. John, you want me to take a look at IDEX for you? Can do that. Ideanomics. 12 cents, really? Some of you guys, you do like to play around with fire, don't you? I mean, there's a reason that there's a reason why I don't play with these penny stocks, and the main reason is it's difficult to be profitable with them. They don't behave like you've got penny stocks, you've got low float, low cap stocks, which is what I trade. Then you've got the mid caps, and then you've got the high caps. And the higher you go up, the more reliable the moves are. But you get more volatility with the lower mid. The lower you go, the more volatile the stocks tend to be. So on something like this went up to what, 12 cents from 10 cents. So that's a 20% move, and now it's pulling back again. And the range on it is like less than a penny, like less than half a penny. So being profitable on these penny stocks, you may as well trade forex. Seriously, I'm profitable now. Lauren asks, I'm profitable in June, so I've made just over 20,000 in gross profits in June now. So as of this week, last week was a washout. At the back end of the week, I was down. I was in my sick bed with COVID, and then the first 3 days were all losing days. So I kind of built up a little drawdown, which we've only just covered as of yesterday, and yeah, so we're now profitable. We're making a little over 20K's worth of gross profits for June. But I'm not too worried about that because, like I say, I've built up a nice cushion that I can afford to be a little bit more pragmatic with my approach, and I've been I've been reasonably disciplined of when I've got to goal, shutting it down. A couple of times I've gone in for a little bit more, and then once I've got a little bit more, shut it down. So I might have got to like 6,000. Like yesterday, I got to 6,000, went in and got another 2K, and then after that, I shut it down. So get green, stay green, get to goal and get out. It works. Trust me, if you can be disciplined enough to do that, it works. You'd be surprised if you've got a small account, how quickly it's growing. Look at the small account now. We're over $2,000 in the small account now. So we started beginning of May. We started with $500. It's been a lot more difficult than the $2,500 small account challenge I did earlier in the year, at the beginning of the year. Just basically because the commissions are a larger, the fees and charges are a larger percentage of the overall profits that you make on a small account. So yeah, that's been a bit of a challenge, but we've now grown it over 300% in 6 weeks. So yeah. Christine Lagarde having a bit of a chat right now. The euro is crashing since she started talking versus the dollar. I'm not too bothered about it because I get paid in dollars anyway, so it's better for me. Now that we've got now we're over $2,000, it becomes I wouldn't say easy, but the gains are more worthwhile. Making like $50 a day is painful. It really is. So you're looking at when you started with a $500 account, you're looking at a 10% gain as your aggressive target. Making $50 is painful because you make $50 and then $25–30 are gone in fees and charges. So you've only actually net made like $20. It's profit and it grows your account a little bit. But once you start growing the account, now we're over $2,000. I can look for $200 a day plus whatever, upwards of $200 a day, and it makes a big difference because the fees and charges might be $40–50. But it's now, instead of being, half or 60% of the gross profit gets taken away, it's now like 20%, 25%. of the gross profit gets taken away, and then it starts to plateau around between kind of around 15%. As you grow your account, providing you're being wise with your trade selection. I mean, on my main account, my fees and charges, they're between kind of 12 and 16%, depending on if it's a busy day or not. It tends to be, a little bit less if it's a losing day, then it could be less, or it could be more even. Oh well, let's have a quick look. That's a good question. What is my accuracy on the small account? It's a lot. It should be. I think it's actually about 2 to 1. Let's have a quick look at reports. Put a date filter in for last month, and tag filter in small account. Right, detailed results. Okay, so we've made gross $2,500. We're a little over $2,000 equity position, starting 500. So we've actually got $1,000 of fees and charges, or whatever it is. Accuracy, yeah, exactly. 66% winning trades, 37 winning trades, 19 losing trades. So it's exactly 2 to 1 in terms of the accurate trade selection accuracy. Well, I think the difference being with the small account versus the main account. So my main account's slightly higher than that. It's not much difference, about 68 to 70% in terms of the accuracy. It's very similar, but the risk reward is a lot better on the small account. I'm cutting those losers a lot quicker because it's a bigger portion of the account. So my K ratio is like 2.86. I've got a profit factor of like 2.9 on the small account right now. So yeah, it's we're back out of the drawdown overall. Let me just clear this again and put June as a filter in there. So overall, we're 21,489 gross profit this month, and the accuracy, funnily enough, is 69%. So my winners versus losers 69%. So it's slightly higher on my main overall than it is on my small account. So yeah, but my risk reward is out of kilter. So I'm like negative on my risk reward. My risk versus reward. I've been risking way more than I've been making. So I mean that's normal when you've been in a drawdown, as I was. The way that I was losing money up until this week in June. So June was a negative month this week. Right now we've got we've cleared the drawdown off. Now we're profitable to the tune of just over $20,000, $21,000. So yeah, there you go. That's the statistics. Why is the market down? It's well, there's a couple of things that's pulling. It's pulled back after it's ready to pull back. It doesn't go up forever. It was ready to pull back. We had 5 consecutive bullish green days on the market. It needs to pull back. That's the first thing. So let's have a look at the overall market. So the S&P 500. This is the Spider S&P 500 ETF. It tracks the S&P 500. Let's look at this on the daily. And you'll see here, so we had 5 consecutive green days. And we finished up yesterday, just slightly green yesterday. So it's normal that we get a bit of a pullback. That's just normal, okay? Why is it down? I wouldn't say that there was anything significant that was said in the FOMC meeting yesterday. It was more the outlook that was pessimistic. And the talking about, okay, we've paused the hikes, but we expect to put another 25 base points. We expect to do another 25 base points later this year, is what he was saying. So there was a bit of a pullback on the back of that. But then it rallied again. So if you look at this on the 15-minute, for example, we got this the pausing and then the sentiment around it. But then they started to talk about it, and the outlook, and it rallied again, and it went back green again. It's just it was a strange old day yesterday. Very, very choppy around the FOMC details, the rate hike and the FOMC conference around here. But then it just kind of moved up. Now it has moved down overnight, but don't mind that. I think we'll probably see some positive response today. We've had the retail numbers came out at 8:30, so we should that little bit of spike. The jobless claims came out there at the same time. We're due manufacturing and industrial production numbers coming out in about 5 minutes. And I can see we'll end up going back green again today. So it's just natural market cycles at the moment. It's pulling back, get a little bit of volatility coming in because of the data, but it's pulling back because it's overextended on the daily. That's my take on it, at least. So yeah, no, I don't see any real issues there. Yeah, my voice is feeling a lot better. I've still got the cough, like I said, but the voice is a little bit better, Jack. Well, it seems to be getting better. I mean, we're over the VWAP. We're above the VWAP on the market. I'm expecting that the market will go green again today at some stage. That's what I'm expecting. It may not. It's not financial advice. I just think, based on the price action of the market over the last while, I think it will. My opinion, the opinions of a fat guy on the internet. It depends when I'm trading the Loch Ness. I use limit orders out of the regular market session. I tend to use limit orders most of the time anyway, but I'll use limit orders. Now, if we're in the regular session, I'll use market stops. And I will, if we've got a particular, because I'm not trading the overly volatile stocks yet on the small account, because I don't have that cushion to do that in terms of the risk. So limit orders are perfectly fine, but I'm using market stops. Hey, Alistair. Oh, I think you brought the sunshine back from the old Tenerife, didn't you? What's going on with Lucid here? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's kind of barcode. There's a bit of movement, but the range is horrible. Yeah, I've still got the COVID cough. It's lingering. Dragonfly's choppy. I don't mind it. I made some profit on Dragonfly a couple of days ago, but it's very choppy. There you go. It reached the apex and then sold off, so I can get rid of these lines. I just wanted to see if it had this narrowing triangle, and it had to decide one way. It decided down. Dragonfly just very choppy. We had the initial spike up, pull back, all the way back. So the initial spike up, and it didn't retain that at all. Went all the way back to the ground zero, i.e. yesterday's closing price, for making the gradual push again. 7:30 popped up, then pulled back, popped up, pulled back. It's just choppy. There's no clean action there. I've been watching it. There's no real clean action. The spikes up are quite big, but it's just not predictable right now. So there's not been much clean action. That's why I've not taken a trade yet, because there's been no clean action at all, really. Not on this channel there, Anthony. So whilst I might, as a person, I might trade options from time to time, this channel's all about equities. I'm not trading options, forex, futures, or crypto live. I'm only trading equities live. So yeah, I'll talk about options, and I will occasionally trade options myself, but my sweet spot is equities. And again, options is the sad thing about options. Again, low barrier to entry. Another reason why a lot of people just lose money with options is that they think basically they will YOLO into every trade and not manage risk. So they won't be cutting their they don't like to cut their losses and sell the contracts for a loss with options, and that's a poor mentality to have. Unfortunately, forex and options tend to be the most popular instruments for day trading. Unfortunately, they tend to be the ones where most people lose. Not taking any trades yet today, Aaron. Still waiting for a setup. Hello. We seem to be getting one here. No volume. Alderia Therapeutics popped up on. It does have a catalyst. I watched it. It went up to kind of 1250. First thing this morning. 1260 actually, but there's just no volume, so you can't trade it. The two essential ingredients for day trade, profitable momentum day trading is volume and volatility. One without the other is just useless. This has got a bit of volatility but no volume, and I can't trade that. So G was a big profit maker yesterday pre-market. We trade group. Yeah, DS, it has decent volume, but again, it's unpredictable as well. It moved up, it got rejected, I think it was 194. It's below $2 for what we're touching it until it gets over $2. This one had a lovely clean move yesterday. This was what I would consider an easy trader yesterday. But today, no volume. Joby Aerospace, again, low volume, not great. It's down, trying to come round. So there's no real candidates for gap and go this morning. Momentum's just not in the market at the moment. So we've got 15 minutes, just under 15 minutes to the bell. So let's see what the market brings us after it opens. Oh, excuse me. So yesterday, traded We Trade Group, as you know, got, I think you all watched me on that one, 6,400 on that. Lee Autos, I got 900 on that. You saw that as well. And the first thing I traded was IVA, which was 1,500. So that was about 8,700 in total. Just 8,700. And then on the small account, we did just over $200. We traded, and we did that, most of that live. Well, I think we're 117 on the live stream, and I got another $90 later in the day on Next Group. And one of the guys, I can't remember who it was actually, somebody was trading Next Group. That's all they traded all day, and it got them to go. It got me to, this all I traded on a small account, and got me to go. Sometimes it'd be like you only need that one stop, you only need that one runner. So yesterday, overall, it was 8,900 gross, just well, 89, 82.50. I think that's across both accounts. Yeah, it's a good day yesterday. It's a good day, over goal on both accounts. Right now, just not seeing any good moves. So we're just going to Patience is a virtue. When it's a day like this, just wait. There'll be one stock at some point in the day will start to move, and it'll have good volume. There'll be clean moves, and you just got to be in the right position at the right time and nail it. Hey, 21st century. Jackman's lozenges won't do anything. It's that COVID cough. Well, you know, I've got strepsils and stuff, but I'm still. That's why I'm drinking a lot of wash at the moment. Is to keep my throat kind of lubricated because of the COVID cough. There we go. So production numbers coming out now. Manufacturing and industrial production numbers coming out. So this is probably why we're getting a little bit of a spike in the market, a little bit of a move up. So production, industrial production year over year for May down 0.2% versus the 1.3 estimate. It's 0.25% the month before. Industrial production month over month rather than year over year, similar kind of numbers, 0.2% versus the 0.1% estimate, and the 0.5% the month before. Manufacturing production month over month for May is plus 0.1% versus the negative 0.1% estimated. 0.09 was the previous month. So that's the production numbers coming out, just dropping at the quarter past the hour. Now it's not over $2 yet, Tom. So it's at 170. So it got rejected over at 190, whatever it was. So yeah, I mean it's making gradual gains. It's back over the VWAP now, so that was a big thing. But this is sideways chopping. This is not a clean move. What I want to see, what I would have liked to have seen here is this initial move up to kind of 192 or whatever it was, 192, the pullback, and then the break of $2 on the continuation here. But you just didn't get it. So the initial move up, then the pullback, then the break, you didn't get it. So what we're getting now is the pullback. We might retest 190s. We'll find a bit of resistance at $2, and we get over that. I don't know. So this for me, Sonic Foundry, it's not clean. It's not as bullish. I mean, it's nice upwards momentum. If you do, if you look at the ascending support. Nice ascending support here. So you've got that ascending support there, but will it sustain? Will we get that continuation and follow through? I'm not so sure. It's just, I mean, the range is what, 6 cents. Spreads are negligible, a penny. But the range is 6 cents, so $2 stock, 6 cent range. That's not bad. Yeah, I saw that, Calvus. I saw that. I've not had a chance to review it yet, so. Yeah, most of what you'll see today on this channel, Sandy, are low float stocks. I tend to look for stocks that are less than 100 million in float size. That's where you get the volatility. But like I say, so far, Sonic Foundry, not really. Actually, talking of SoFi, popped up as well. Let me just put that in the chart instead of on the montage. So this sold off last night, but it's popped up a couple of times. SoFi Technologies had a really good month in June. SoFi Technology, I got a nice double. But look at this on the daily. I mean, don't tell me technical analysis doesn't work, because you've got a beautiful double bottom here, the W shape. And then once it breaks out, which is the breakout level, is the high of this swing high. So once it gets over 550, look at it, it just motors. And don't tell me technical analysis doesn't work and breakout patterns are a myth. Trust me, they work. But yeah, it's had a good month. June, well, the last 4 weeks have been great on SoFi. It's just having a bit of a pullback day along with the market. Don't surprise me if this goes back up towards $9.75, $10 today. But it's having a bit of a consolidation day, a bit of a pullback day. To be fair, I've not been as active in the Discord of late for obvious reasons, but I'll start being a bit more active in the Discord in the next few days at least, anyway. Well, we've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to the bell, and today it's been uneventful so far. So I'll take a quick bio break and top up my drink. I'm not topping up my drink to take the bio break, by the way. So EDTX is moving, no EdTech Holdings. This has been moving for popped up yesterday, didn't it? What's the this went up to like $38. $38.65 earlier today. What's the news on it? Is there news on it? It's probably a better question. Well, you've got a nice little VWAP bounce as well there. So we've got spreads are wicked wide though. You look at dollar spreads and $1.40, $1.50 on the range, dollar spreads. You can't trade that. You need your range needs to cover your spreads by at least 2x, and it's not doing. What's the news on this? I'm not. Okay, let's reload this because it's just not resolving. Needs to resolve. With a minute to the bell, I'm just going to change the scanners over. Bit of a non-event this morning, bit of a damp squib. Not really much in terms of pre-market. Bit of a non-event this pre-market. Just change the scanners over. We've got about 20 seconds to the bell. Let's see what the market has for us, shall we? What did I think might move today? There we go. The roller coaster is open. This is going to halt up, I think. Halt level to the upside, $33. Probably will halt up. Microvision dropping like a stone. CDTXU halted. CISSV, that's a new IPO, halted. I believe. That's halted to the downside. I expected that to halt to the upside. Yeah, this was IPO yesterday. Nobody traded it yesterday. I'm not surprised because they gave the wrong ticker out, so they omitted the V off the ticker. So this is halted to the upside, but yeah, nobody trading it. EDTX and EDTXU both halted. Zura spiking up. Kava's it's not priced yet. Applied UV looks like that's making a move. Still underneath the VWAP. I'd like to see it above the VWAP. Not seeing anything right now. Let's just wait. Let's wait for what this market gives us, shall we? Right. So applied UV does have a catalyst today. Nowhere near the pre-market highs. It's way off the VWAP, so it's. Let's see if it can get over 235. It might be interesting, but it needs to get over 235. Well, this is the top momentum at the moment. Top of the momentum chart. Chart. It says it speaks volumes about the morning so far. When the top momentum stock is has got a 3 cent range, 3.5% on the average true range. That's the top momentum stock. So patience, guys. Just sit on your hands and do nothing. Better not to take a losing trade than and sit on your hands and not take a trade at all. So better just to sit on your hands, wait. There will be at some stage in the next hour, there's something's going to move. Something will move, and it'll move well. Got good volume, volatility, good volatility underpinned by good volume. That's what we're looking for. So let's have a look at NYSE. Over the VWAP, back over 425. This might move upwards. So current opening range high is 424. There we go. We just broke the opening range high on a couple of devil horns, so it needs to get over 430 now. Well, guys, let's see. Don't like those devil horns. I'll come back to that in a moment. Got that on the other thing. So EDTXU. That's halted. Get rid of it. Let's get rid of the. That's like the warrants or something. That's due to resume right now. No, so that looks like it's going to be a 10-minute halt. Yeah, 10-minute halt for that one. EDTX. Same company, but it's different share class. Applied UV, come on, look at that. This is why you sit on your hands and don't look at that. Initial pop up, I was like, okay, I want to see it above the VWAP. Now look at that, that's horrible. Leiju, we thought, okay, we might get some movement on Leiju. Devil horns, rejected up there at 425. Devil horns and pullback. So yeah, guys, just be patient. Wait for the right setup. Nothing moving at all at the moment. So yes, getting a bit of momentum there. Don't ask me why. You can find out. Not great volume either. So Yext, no catalyst. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's just not up. I mean, this is just the regular twos and floors of the market. Leiju rejected at the VWAP. Dragonfly. Let's have a look at Dragonfly. Yeah, testing the VWAP. High education, low volume. Yesterday's big runner. Next, let's have a look at next. Where are we? Yes, are we going to get a continuation from next? Well, next decade, corpse. It's held most of its gains from yesterday. To be fair, it's Well, it's held all its gains from yesterday, to be fair, because it's approaching that yesterday's closing price. Just rejected there at 775, which is pretty much where it closed yesterday. So this moved up from $5 on Tuesday, closed, and up to 775. So it was a big, nice, steady climber yesterday. I traded this on the small account and got over goal on it. Yesterday's high of day was 790, so just be careful. Yeah, MRSN, a little bit of a pop at the open, but you know, still didn't get over that 450. Barely got over $4. So yeah, not great. And I did say that this, whilst it wasn't on short sale restriction, pre-market, as soon as the bell opened, because of the sell-off, it went on short sale restriction. So yeah. Dragonfly pulling back. Nothing sustaining, guys. Nothing really sustaining. Possible double bottom. Argument for a 1 minute double bottom there on SoFi. I'm not convinced. That's the pre-market. The pre-market lows there. This little blue line pre-market low. So he's finding a little bit of resistance there. Next, just doesn't have the volume to sustain. It looks like not volatile enough. Now, what did I say about the markets, guys? I said don't be surprised if the markets go green today. This is the S&P 500. This dotted line here is yesterday's closing price. So whilst it sold off overnight, it's just gone green on the day. So I've kept my the NASDAQ still red, but that will go green later. So I kept my my TQQs because, quite frankly, I believe the NASDAQ will go green later. Let's have a look at the Qs. Yeah, so this is moving up. It's a little way to go. So the triple Qs need to get to 365.90. So another $1, and the NASDAQ will be green as well. And if the NASDAQ goes green, the TQQs will go green as well. Yeah, nice to see the markets doing as I anticipated. Let's have a look at BVS. Bioventus, can't trade that. It's the lack of volume. Dragonfly testing $3 now. Don't like it. There's just no clean moves at the moment, guys. Just sit on your hands and be patient. Ooh, we're getting a nice little pop on AI. C3 AI. XPeng moving up as well. 5% up on the day. Let's have a look at C3 AI, shall we? See if we can't find an entry. 44.45 is the high of day. really what you're looking at is the break of the half dollar, 44.50. It's a bit dangerous up here because we've not got much action above this. 45.22 is the all-time highs there from what are we, Thursday, from Tuesday. We've got resistance there at $44 from back end of May. I wouldn't say I'm quite good, Tom. You know, I'm quite good. Look, I'm not saying I'm the best. I assure you I'm not the best, but I'm certainly top 3. So, yeah, there you go. So, the move, the pump up, and then the rejection. So I'm not saying I'm the best. Top 3. Must be top 3. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've been bumped down to number 4, have I, because of you, Alistair. That's right, yeah. So Leiji struggling at the here we go. It's got to be, at the moment it looks like it could be very well be a no trade day. The way that things are shaping out, very choppy action, nothing with any kind of clean moves, nothing really, you know, moving. Although saying that, I might look at some of the higher cap stocks because they seem to be moving well. So let's just look at some of the throw some higher cap stocks out at me. So let's look at Microsoft. Oh, look at that, Microsoft moving lovely. I don't really have the equity to trade Microsoft anymore. Right, you'll be better than me, Tom. You'll be better because you've got that steely determination. Microsoft, how's AMD doing? That's a bit AMD. What about Shopify? Shopify making moves to the upside. It's down on the day, but yeah. So the mid and high caps seem to be moving a little bit better than the small caps. What's Microvision doing? Mavis. Yeah, still down on the day. Oh, it's up on the day actually. It's down on the pre-market highs. So that's selling off. Yeah, nothing breaking out right now. In terms of momentum, if you're looking for momentum trades, there ain't any. Let's go back to AI. Yeah, it broke the half dollar but didn't sustain. Like I've been saying, it's not clean. Although you could have got a nice move there for the move up. The pullback breakout here at 44.20 and up to 44.87. You've got a good 50-cent move there. Would have been nice. What's the spreads? The spreads are actually what, 10 cents? Not bad. 50-cent move, 10-cent spread. You could have 40-cent profit. Would be nice. The re-break of the half dollar. I don't like that wick though, because we get back up to kind of 44.90 and it starts to pull back again. You've got the devil horns. Nothing really clean at the moment. Don't be taking trades just for the sake of taking trades. It is a recipe for disaster. Something at some point today will set up and it will start trading well. It'll have good volume. It'll be nice volatility underpinned by good volume. I'm not confident that AI is going to break out above 45 here. If I take a trade here, I'm going to have to. It's got to break out over 45. Yeah, I'm not confident with this. Wait for the setup. Just trust your instincts, and my instincts are telling me that we'll get rejected at 45 on that one, so could be wrong. NASDAQ's gone green, so my my T-triple-Qs are printing again. Apple breaking highs. Right, are we gonna get rejected at 45, or we're gonna get that? Right, so 44.92. Oh, looks like we're gonna break it. A bullish wick there. I like hammer candles. Hammer candles are quite kind of bullish. It shows a lot of buying pressure. I prefer green hammer candles to red hammer candles, but hammer candles tend to be nice. Yeah, guys, nothing really jumping out right now in terms of strong moves. Dragonfly. Now reaching a key level. We'll look at Dragonfly. 320 level that we found a bit of resistance at pre-market. Really, 325 is the key level. Pre-market high up at what, 340-ish? And 341. Retesting $45 on AI, C3 AI. I'll check Marathon in a moment. So it's not. Now we've got 5-minute devil horns. Yeah, needs to get over 45 if this is going to be bullish at all. Let's have a look at Marathon Digital. Marathon Digital, there you go. Not doing anything. It's kind of choppy. Just over $9. It's a pre-market range between kind of 910 and 940. It's sticking with that. It's underneath the VWAP. No real opportunity right now. Dragonfly struggled at 320. AI looks like it's retesting that $45 threshold. We're flat topping there at $45, which could be interesting. Sending wedge into a flat top typically will break upwards with violence. And I've found that as well in the interactive customer services. If you get somebody that's knowledgeable, they can be quite good, but more often than not, it's some dodgy person that hasn't a clue what they're talking about. Yeah, we're getting the higher time frames are looking weak. I was at 40, rejection at 45 is what I anticipated. Do I have Thinkorswim setup tutorials on my channel? Who are you talking to, Christian? Yeah, I think at the moment it's a no trade day, and there's no harm in having a zero trade day. I had a couple last week when I was sick. I didn't lose a bead. No, we're getting a bit of it. We've got to get over 450. Remember that the magic marker is 450. So the pre-market resistance was 437. So magic marker 450. This is MRSN for a reversal. It is above the VWAP, which I like, but 450 is my marker in the sand on this one. Let's have a look at a big move and low volume. Is it just popped up? This is In Suites Hospitality. Did almost a whole dollar move on that one candle, but volume not following through. So you can't really trade that. There's no point taking a trade just for the sake of taking a trade, guys. Now, we might retest 45 here. Yeah, Calvis, if you're a degenerate like me, absolutely. But again, even if you're gambling, you don't walk into you don't go onto a table full of actually I probably would full of poker pros if you're a novice. I probably would just for the enjoyment of being able to say that I traded against the likes of Donald Brunson or Phil Ivey or something, you know. But yeah, you want to have at least a fighting chance of taking a profitable trade. When it's choppy, very little follow through, it's probably not a good day to be gambling with your setups. Yeah, Kramer's got perfect setups. Let's have a look at SGM. So SGM is the inverse Kramer ETF. There's nobody trading it. Look at it on the daily though. That's really good. SGM. It's not doing well at the moment. This is the inverse Kramer ETF. It's not profitable at the moment in 2023. Last year I think it was quite profitable, but at the moment certainly this last while it's not. Even Jim Cramer can get it right sometimes, as short Kramer can testify. So SGM is the ETF, which basically does the opposite of what Kramer does. It's a bit of fun, but it's up until this year it was profitable. Now we've gone back into a bull market session. It's losing, certainly over this last while. So oh, let's have a look at Amazon, about to go green on the day. 126. Got Nvidia about to go green on the day. No, pulling back actually. Over $40 on the TQQs. That's printing money for me, that is. All right, EDTX. There's not been much in the way of volatility halts either. So after that opening minute, oh, we got over 435. Nice one. Kind of rejected at the $0.50 though. MRSN. Is MRSN doing anything? It is. It's pulling back from 460, but I said 450 was my line in the sand for it. If you can get over 450 and hold, it's a chance of getting up to 5. So let's see what happens. You caught this move? Which move? False? The one on MRSN? It's pulling back. I'll put Legi's not going anywhere, so I'm going to put this on instead of Legiu. Let's see, we're going to break this flat top. We're going to get a flat top breakout here at $45. We're struggling for good moves, to be fair. Upstart at 37. IXT making another move again. No, sideways. No volume. Yeah, can't trade that. Alright guys, let me know your thoughts on anything that you want to see. Really struggling to find anything. Nice one, Cast and Drive. Yeah, well, AI over 45 could be interesting. It's flat topping there, but we know 45 is a key level. 44, 45, all key levels for C3 AI. I'm not holding too much hope. I'm just waiting for the right setup, to be honest. EdTech Holdings is it's got some volatility on it. $1.50 on the range, but the spreads are wicked wide. Currently 60 cents, 70 cents on the spreads. Between 60 and 70 cents as well. Like 50 cents right now. 40. Yeah, so the wide spreads. Factor that into your risk. You know full well that if you take 1,000 shares on something with a 50-cent spread, that you're going to be $500 down before there's any movement in price action. How am I doing for the month, Ian? I'm 21,000 growth at the moment, so I'm profitable on the month. At the moment. It's not a big month yet, but we're only halfway through. Everything can change. With one stock, everything can change. Get one parabolic mover, that can all change. Another volatility halt. Ravana's moving up. Works. That's a nice nice halt for a penny stock. Ravana's gone green on the day, along with the wider market. That's just too risky for me at the moment. I mean, it's $1.50 on the range, but the spreads are like extremely rangy, and it's not showing any kind of consistent trend. It's just bouncing on the VWAP sideways there. It's not showing any consistent trend to the upside, so I'm a little bit reluctant to get an EDTX, even though I know there's opportunity there. Still. PayPal breaking highs. Let's see. Can we? Yeah. Well, I don't think there's much in terms of this. The low cap stocks. There's not a huge amount. Not a huge amount of opportunity right now. That could change. It could change in a heartbeat. So just watch this space. Right now, I've just been sat here for what, an hour and a half. Twiddling my thumbs. Head and shoulders on MRSN. Let's have a look. What time frame are you looking at? Let's have a look at a higher time frame. I'm not seeing any of your head and shoulders. I mean, if that's your shoulder, that's your head, and it's coming down. There's no head and shoulders there at the moment. But if it comes back down to kind of the VWAP and then moves back up again to $4, then you've got an argument for head and shoulders. If you know, Gino says if my auntie had a pair of handlebars, she should be a bicycle. AI, we're about to test that. Oh, just breaking through it now. Ah, there we go. There's the breakout, and then some. I'm a little bit late to the party. Breakout on $45 was what we were looking for, but we got the breakout. Let's see if we can get the continuation now. I have day now 46.05. $0.20 stop, just to get something on the board. That's very tight stop. Maybe should have a 30-cent, really. 50 cents on the range, so I probably should have a 30-cent stop. So I'm just going to cancel that. A 30-cent stop. That in itself is tight as well. This is the first trade of the day. Got the break. I was late to the party. I should have got in about 5:25 in hindsight. The break at 45. I was waiting for that flat top breakout at 45, and I was late to the party. My fault. Getting distracted by everything else. But what a move! Full $1.50 after that $45 breakout. Flat top. That's why I like trading flat top breakouts. They really are great. What's the halt level? 49.84. Ooh, I thought I was going to get stopped out then. I did get stopped out. That's not a bad trade, that. Not a bad trade at all. Whole dollar move. I don't think it's done yet. knew I'd put a tight stop in there. Well done, Alistair. You got too excited. Look, let it pull back. Now we're looking for 47.25. That's half the day's goal on a single trade. That's not bad at all. I think 50 cents is good, John. 50 cents, a 50-cent move, that's a good move. Now we're getting a bit of support at 46.50. Nice little flag setting up. $46.98 is the high of this candle. So now we're looking at over $47. And move back up. Am I going to get faked out here? Right in the 1 minute. Probably should have traded the 2. You probably should have waited for the 2, which is 47.25. Get out. Breaking lows. So I'll wait for the 47.25, which is what I should have done in the first place. Actually, the high of this candle now on the 2 minute is 47.14. So. Yeah, it's very choppy though. So next has gone green on the day, tested $8, and it's very choppy though. Nice. Half off. 20 cent in there for now. Use it for 30 cent. Just keeping, there we go, stopped out for a little bit extra, so I've pretty much made my money back from what I lost before, but it's getting a bit choppy up there. over 48. Be interesting. Well, there's not a lot else moving. Not a huge amount else moving, at least. This is the top of the momentum stakes right now. Got a 65% average true range here. And 470, 47, yeah, 770, yeah. Spreads of kind of 10-cent spreads, so I'm looking at 75 cents across the two. My risk. Nice one. Good stuff, Alistair. Always like to hear my students doing well. $47.60, and then we'll go again, I think. We test the highs at $47.60, or it might break down at 47. Over 47.50, and I think we'll reach 48. Get to 48 now. Oh, it'll get me to go. I have died 48.04. I don't want to hear about the shenanigans that went on in the gym locker at school, Alistair. There is argument for head and shoulders on this right now, so I've got to be mindful of that. On the 1 minute and on the 2 minute. Hey, Andreas in Bolivia. Well done, lovely. Glad to hear that you're making profits. I'm pretty much in for max size at the moment. Well, not far off. Got 130k's worth of buying power left. Just under. Yeah, I've already called that out, Penn State. That's what I'm watching for. Pretty severe 1 minute and 2 minute head and shoulders there, which typically breaks downwards, which is what I'm wary of. So, got to be mindful of the reversal indicators and the likes. I'm looking at the higher time frame. We've just broken a new high on the first candle breaks a new high on the 5 minute. I'm kind of optimistic this will test 48 again. Should do. Curl up to 48. Right now, between the spreads there. And this could be the second shoulder, so this needs to form. That second shoulder needs to form. Now, if it breaks new lows, this could be the second shoulder. So this is what I'm wary of. So if we break low below kind of $47, this is probably going to sell off. Put my stop there, just under 40, just under 47, because as far as I'm concerned, that head and shoulders is valid now. Now that the second shoulder's formed, it's valid. So if it breaks below 47, it'll probably sell off. Needs to find support at 47, which I'm not comfortable with. I don't think it will. I think this is going to sell off now. Head and shoulders pattern there. That's not too bad. Yeah, we've got. I've set my line in the sand because this is slightly upwards, so the resistance there slightly upwards, if you will. So that's where I set my line in the sand at 47. So it might bounce and move up, but I think this is going to sell off now, personally. Not a day for digging a big hole. I could have gone in max size there, but it's not a day for digging a big hole. There's just not enough opportunities out there today to make it back. So I'd rather just take the 1600 hit, and then if it turns around, we can always get back in and make it back. That's not a problem. So high of day, $7.99. So it needs to break $8 next. Bit of bullish momentum. Excuse me. While you watch next, if it goes up to $8, I'm just going to take a quick bio break. Dragonfly's back over $3, back above the VWAP. Yeah, so if the Discord, there's two ways to get access to the Discord there, Calvus. You either subscribe to the package that contains that perk on YouTube, or you take the classes, the Day Trade with Tony classes. Those are the two ways to get into the Discord. So you get access to it. So there's if you subscribe, you take the subscription option on YouTube, or you take the course. If you've taken the course already, email me directly, and from the email you've taken on the course, and I'll give you the access anyway. If you've not got access on the Discord, otherwise just look at there's a link there to join, and you just join the YouTube subscription for the Discord. S&P 500 breaking highs now. Only enough, this ascending support was found. When's it going to break down? Let's draw another wedge. Let's draw another one. Yeah. Apex now, so we've got a little bit of flag there. Yeah, no, absolutely. Oh, it's the SPY just relentlessly rising. It's basically the SPY is relentlessly rising. It's being dragged up by the tech sector. It's tech stocks, and the NASDAQ in particular. It's the tech stocks that are dragging it up. I mean, if you look at the likes of Nvidia, for example, whilst it's down today, it's now a truly trillion-dollar company. So now we're getting the breakdown on C3 AI. That's not to say it won't turn around later. Yeah, no, absolutely. So AI, you always look at multiple time frames. So looking at the higher time frames, I'm looking at 1 minute, but you can set whichever time frame you want, and 5 minute as well. There is a flag there, to be fair. And if I get rid of that bottom line here and just put a horizontal in there instead. Now got that. It's the 46.30. That looks to me like it's going to break down. Descending wedge into a flat bottom, the head and shoulders, too many indicators suggesting bearish. So there you go, and there it goes. But that being said, it could come down to the VWAP and then bounce again. So we'll keep an eye on that. Just won't trade it for now. Oh, well, there's a surprise, Calvus. Anybody seeing anything decent moving? VST, that's spiking up. That's VSR. VST. Yeah, not on great volume though. It's a choppy sideways day, guys. Across most things. No, I don't think that's the why people calling it, people suggesting it's racist. Calling it the China virus is what's racist, Calvus. Suggesting that it came from a lab in China where the Chinese researchers were working on the coronaviruses is not racist. Calling it the China virus is what's racist. Just because you're of Chinese origin, Calvus, doesn't mean you can't say something that's considered racist. I think the big problem is that the world has got too sensitive. I mean, when people start infringing on comedy, and particularly on satire, I mean, there was the BBC did a rerun of Faulty Towers a couple of months ago, and I was watching it, and it was cut short. They'd edited out what they believed were offensive terms in the Faulty Towers, you know, the Germans one, and I'm like, it's satire, for crying out loud. That's humor. If you can't laugh at something, then you've no business. Comedy. So people say, well, some places you can't go with comedy. No, there isn't. There's no place off limits with comedy. Comedy is how we cope as people, as humans. We cope with comedy and laughter and satire and stuff. If you find offence, it's because you're finding offence, not because someone's being offensive. Yes, it technically is racist to call it the Spanish flu, absolutely. No, I'm streaming my small account as well, chat. I've just not taken any trades. There's just been no setup for the small account today. Well, look, and that's the beauty of opinions, you know. It's like kind of like assholes. We all have one. Doesn't mean we all get to bear it in public. You know. Dragonfly might break out over 310. I would agree with you on that one there, Calvis. That most things are not racist. But absolutely. Yes, I am, ChatGPT. Just go hop across to YouTube, and every day that I've been trading it, it's in there. I've not been doing the trade recaps this last week, not since I got COVID last week, so I've been taking a break. But context, absolutely. That 100% totally agree with that. Context matters. And I've always of the opinion that, look, if you are offended by what I say, doesn't mean that I'm offensive. It means you take offense at what I say. If I'm deliberately trying to offend you, that means the intent, and that's what matters. It's the intent. If I'm trying to offend you, then I'm being offensive. If I say something you find offensive, you are just being offended. I might say that and the reason I say that is my grandfather's old school, and he had friends, like old miner, you know, worked in the coal mines, and he used to say things that would be, by today's standards, deemed inherently offensive and racist, but that was just who he was. He's from a different era, he's from a different generation, and if you took offense at that, that's on you, not him, because he meant no offense by it. People saying, oh, that's no excuse, it's all about education. It absolutely is an excuse. And it's not an excuse, it's a reason. He calls things the way he is, and that's the way he is. If he wants to be offensive, he'll call you names that are offensive to your character, not to your appearance. And I think that's the big thing, is you know, people getting offended by somebody saying the fat kid over there. Well, is he fat? Well, yeah, then what's wrong with calling him a fat kid? I think there's... what was it, the Gentleman, the film, the Guy Ritchie movie. There's a guy in the boxing ring, an Irish fella in the boxing ring. He shouts at the black fella. He says, "Come on, you black cunt!" And he said, "You can't say that. It's racist." As well, no, it's not. It's you are both of those terms. So how can it be racist? He's saying it from a term of endearment, not from a term of offence. And it's like, context is everything. Context is absolutely everything. There you go. Me and my, that's a perfect example. It's all about context, and comedy's just not funny anymore. I mean, this is one of the things I like about Ricky Gervais is he doesn't shy away from sensitive areas and calling it what it is. And people, it's always, and I find comedy and jokes that's the kind of the best jokes are the ones that you're laughing and you go ooh afterwards. You know, you start giggling and you go ooh because it's close to the knuckle. You know. Those are the best jokes, but I've been telling jokes like that for nearly 50 years, since I could talk. But then, you know, the banter, the British and the Irish and the Australians, and to a lesser extent the Canadians that we have, a lot of places don't understand it. The sarcasm, the self-deprecating humour, it's just part of who we are. That is cultural, part of our culture, but, you know. That's me on my little rant. News pending on Man United. They're talking about the acquisition now. Oof! Yeah, look at that. That just jumped $6.60. Volatility halt. That's mental. What's the news? Is that a volatility or a news pending? Well, it's clearly a volatility, but I mean, is there news pending? Okay, so Manchester United PLC negotiating the granting of exclusivity to Qatar's Sheikh Jassim in $6 billion sale negotiations. Why is Man United at the top of the communication services sector? How is Man United part of the communication services sector? It's a sports club, for crying out loud. Oh, that's interesting from yesterday. I didn't see that. The Premier League's voted unanimously to prohibit fully leveraged buyouts, which is what happened to United in the first place. So, yeah. I was reading it from Benzinga, Calvis. What you've got to understand is what I'm reading, what I'm saying comes slightly after what you've written. So, you'll hear me saying something after I've already said it. There is some latency. So that 37. So this should resume in any second now if it's a 5-minute halt. Is it a 5-minute halt or is it 10? I'm not seeing any resumption levels, so it's probably going to be a 10. Oh, no, 5-minute. It's a 5-minute halt. There we go. How far is it going to pull back? What's the spreads like? 10 cents. Range now 50 cents. This is easy to borrow, shortable. You don't see resumption, that's because it's resumed. False. No, that's the pre-market high. 25 bucks was the pre-market high. $25.50 the high of this candle. Where the volatility is over 26. I'm interested. Spreads are 10 cents. That's not bad at all. 50-cent range. I'm looking at 26. But that's not a call. That's just my opinion. But I move back up. But I'd need to see an increase in volume as well. Did you just jump in there, Dustin? Well, you can play it both ways, long and short. It's finding support at 25. Potential dip buy. Yeah, no, absolutely. Retest of the highs. Buy high, sell higher, Calvus. That's the philosophy, isn't it? That's look. If it ain't broke, if Dustin made money on it, then apply. Not what I'd have done, but. Jim Ratcliffe will be upset. Yeah, the volumes are getting lesser as well, so probably not the right thing to trade. But AI over 47 could be interesting. Back over 47, AI could be very interesting. Watch Manu on the small charts. Excuse me. No worries, Daryl. Enjoy work. Take it easy, buddy. No, it's not a great day for trade. There's not been a lot of really clean moves, to be fair. Well, Manu's now approaching that magical $26 level that I called out. $54 on the range. Hold level $28. Well, any kind of trading is dangerous there. All trading is dangerous. It's risk. Trading is risky. Sensing spreads. There'll be possible cup and handle here on the 1 minute. Still looking at over 26. A nice increase in volume there, so I'm kind of surprised at this. Breakout there. Only 2 minutes it was a breakout. It was, yeah. Yeah, had they had head and shoulders, but AI is coming back now. It bounced on the VWAP at 45.50 and a bit of a dead cat bounce. It's moving, pulling back now. That's why I said 47 was a key level, because that was pretty much where the previous support was on AI, C3 AI. So it rejected at 47 for its dead cat and then pulled back. That's a morbid, it really is a morbid expression. I don't know where the stock market crowd got that from. I mean, which stockbrokers were taking cats to the roof of the building and throwing them off? I mean, they ought to be shot. This looks like it might break down now. Yeah, I don't know. The chance of it curling up and doing a double bottom curl up, but I doubt it. Really, Robert? Have you met any stockbrokers? I think I prefer the cats. Most stockbrokers are complete fools. So I am a dog lover. I've never thrown a cat off a building. Oh, my line in the sand approaching. Well, it depends whether you think we're going to get a bounce at a bit of support at this confirmed support here at $25, which is what I'm waiting for. It's where the VWAP is. It's itchy hair. If this moves up, you've got a definite Back up to 26, you'll get a breakout and a new high, but it needs to get back up to 26 because that'll be double bottom confirmation at 26. Buying in now, I think risky. If it does curl back up, your entry will be over 26, which is where I got in the middle anyway. So. And the volume's dying out now, so yeah, probably not looking too joyous, this one. Yes, you were right, Calvus, about waiting for the high of day. Get a move up with volume, and I might add to the position for a formation of this double bottom, but needs volume. Shut up, invest addict. That thought hadn't even crossed my mind, but now that you've mentioned it, I'm feeling physically ill. Those of you on TikTok, Invest Addict on YouTube just shouted at me, but being a confirmed and vocal Liverpool supporter, is losing money on Man United. How will you be able to sleep at night? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh. It was a fake out at 26, but look, that happens. Now I'm kind of waiting for I've got the confirmed support, so that's where my stop is right there at the confirmed support at 25. It's a wide stop, granted. If you've got 7,500 shares, you need a big account to be able to support that. I don't like getting faked out either. Got the VWAP there at 25.02, and then we've got the 25 whole $1.25, which is also the pre-market high. So we've got a kind of confluence of support there. I'm trying to talk myself into that being a support level, but if it breaks below it, I've got to exit. It's that simple. It's either the time to add for a move up, or it's the time to cut. It looks like it's the time to cut. Just the lack of volume is concerning. Yeah, no, absolutely, Calvus. You're better off just pay for a confirmation. Yeah, that's me. I was going to say that's me done. Why did I sell 1,000? I don't know. There we go. I don't know why I sold 1,000 there, but well, let's say we've got confirmed support here, 25. It's the whole $1.25. It's also the pre-market high. None of that mattered because I've just got stopped out. So look, shut up, Alistair. Well, I'm still profitable on June. I can zoom out. I'm still profitable on this week. To be fair, there's not been a lot of great moves today. Certainly not for a small account. The lower prices are the, you know, stocks with decent momentum just haven't materialized. This is the top momentum stock today, and it's moved over $2. That is, it's moved 28% currently. Until something starts to move. Looks like I'm done for the day. Timing is everything, Calvus. I'm 100%, because with the exception of Man United, the AI trade I took, I could have been profitable. I should have been profitable. I got 3,000 up. I could have walked away with 3,000, but then timing the second entry gave it back. So timing is absolutely imperative. Another head and shoulders there, which is not very bullish at all. How do I make the momentum scanner? It's part of the Benzinga package there, John. Let's see, is there anything to trade on the small account? Not really. It's just one of those days, I guess. It's got to be mindful. There's opportunity, but not much. Not much today, to be fair. Umbrella Therapeutics, can't trade that rubbish. Cognite Software, again, not enough volume. Yeah, struggling, really struggling. Are we bouncing on that $25 where I got stopped out? Yeah, I'm out of menu. I got stopped out. I cut it at 24.90. Oh, bloody hell! It's 4 o'clock already. Yeah, the volume's just died out on menu, so there's unless the volume comes back in, which I can't see right now, probably not the best opportunity to hope that it's going to go back up. The chances of a double bottom are few and far between on that one. So look, it's another losing day. So we've had a green streak of 3 comes to an end. Three green days in a row this week. Let's have a look at the statistics, shall we? Let's have a quick look. Where's my chat? I'll answer questions while I'm in there. So, June. Yeah, 3 green days in a row. Today's green day. Basically, today's we're losing 10.5. So it wipes out Tuesday's profit. So still green. What does that put us on the month? We're back in drawdown to 10k, granted, but we're still profitable. So we were 21k up. So we're still 11k profitable in June. So zoom out. I'm still profitable on the week. It's still profitable on the month. And we zoom out. And if I look at the year to date, we're way ahead. We're still, we're approaching that 7-figure number very, very rapidly. If I look at where we are year to date, you can see I've had some great months this year so far. Some fantastic months. But June it's a bit of a challenge at the moment, but it's early doors. It's still early. So let's see what the rest of the month has in store for us. Other than that, I think, yeah, it's going to be, let's head back to the stream. And I don't know what's going on with that. Next, for whatever reason, it's the same. It's all the same, same thing. Let's just sort that out quickly. So that was. There we go. Right, I think I'll end it there. So I think we're done. Not traded the small account, so we'll start again. $2,000 tomorrow. We'll give it a. I'll do that tomorrow, Ricardo. I'll show you the full setup tomorrow, and yeah, I'll lock it up and take them up for a walk. Nice and sunny day. I've got a barbecue to attend later, so I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. An hour before the market opens, 8:30 a.m. Oh, AI's breaking out, guys.